myself is Neha Shah. Today topic is infective endocarditis. So let's start topic. Beginning of knowledge on endocarditis. Knowledge about the origins of endocarditis stems from the work of Fournel in the early 1500s, and yet this infection still presents physicians with major diagnostic and management dilemmas. Definition of infective endocarditis. Infective endocarditis, a serious infection of the endocardium of the heart. It is a serious infection of endocardium layers of the heart. Particularly the heart valves is associated with a high degree of illness and death. It generally occurs in the patient with altered and abnormal heart architecture in combination with exposure to bacteria through trauma and other potential high risk activities involving transit bacteremia. Definition. Infective endocarditis, i.e., an infection of the heart's endocardial surface. Main classification: native valve, i.e., prosthetic valve, i.e., infective endocarditis. Additional consideration: intravenous infective endocarditis, febrile illness, persistent bacteremia, characteristics lesion of microbial infection of the endothelial surface of the heart. The vegetation variable in size, amorphous mass of fibrin and platelets, abundant organism, bacterial endocarditis, predisposing factor, dental manipulation, dental disease, caries abscess. Next third is extra cardiac infection, lung, urinary tract, skin bone abscess. Next fourth is instrumentation, urinary tract, GI tract, IV infusion. Fifth is the cardiac surgery, infection drug use, non-apparent. Infective endocarditis, toxic presentation, progressive valve destructions and metastatic infection developing in days to weeks, most commonly caused by S. aureus, Staphylococcus aureus. Subacute, mild toxicity. Presentation over week to month. Rarely leads to metastatic infection, most commonly S. viridans and Enterococcus. Infective endocarditis. Adult population, rheumatic heart disease. 20 to 25% of cases of infective endocarditis in 1970s and 80s. 7 to 18% of cases in recent reported series. Mitral sites more common in women. Aortic sites more common in men. Congenital heart disease. Congenital heart disease 10 to 20% of cases in young adults and 8% of cases in older adults. Rheumatic heart disease 20 to 25% of cases are the 1920s and 20 to 18% of cases in recent reported series. And congenital heart disease 10 to 20% of cases in young adults and 8% of cases in older adults. PDA, VSD, bicuspid robotic valve, ESP in men, Infective endocarditis. Intravenous drug abuse. Risk is 2 to 5% per patient year. Tendency to involve right-sided valves. Distribution in clinical series 46 to 78% tricuspid, 24 to 32% mitral, and 8 to 19% aortic. Underlying valve normal in 75 to 93%. S. aureus, predominant organism, 50% to 60 to 70% of tricuspid cases. Causes of bacteremia. Bruising teeth, eating and chewing, dental work, alpha hemolytic, streptococci from oral flora, IV lines colonized or infected, IV drug use, Staphylococcus aureus from skin or nose, infected sites or abscess, streptopneumonia या strepto aureus. Infecting organism. Common bacteria. Alpha hem, Streptococci viridans, S. mitis, S. sanguis, subacute. Enterococci, E. fecalis, subacute. Coagulase negative staphylococci, prosthetic valve, subacute. Less common bacteria are S. aureus acute, B. hemolytic, streptococci acute, streptococcus pneumonia. Not so common fungi, pseudomonas or coliforms, HACEK groups organism. Bacterial pathogens, HACEK groups, Haemophilus spp, Actinobacillus actinomycetum comitem, Cardiobacterium hominis, E. cannella, Corodens, Kingella kingae. Infecting organism. Streptococci 60 to 80%, alpha hemolytic streptococci viridans, S. mitis, S. oralis 30 to 40% subacute, Streptococci E. faecis 5 to 18% subacute, and beta hemolytic streptococci, example GPA steps, rare acute. Staphylococci 20 to 35%, S. aureus 10 to 27% acute. Coagulase negative streptococci, staph epidermis 1 to 3%, mainly prosthetic valve risk subacute. Fungi, Candida, IVDU at risk, usually indolent. Aspergillus, rare. Gram negative bacteria are rare. Culture negative endocarditis, HACK, Q fever, cases to occur subacute. Infective endocarditis, prosthetic valve endocarditis, PVE, prosthetic valve endocarditis, 10 to 30% of all cases in developed nations. Cumulative incidence 1.4 to 3.1% at 12 months, 3.2 to 5.7% at 5 years. Early PVE within 60 days, nosocomial SAP predominance. Late PVE after 60 days, community, same organism as NVE. Pathology of infective endocarditis. NVE infection is largely confined to leaflets. PVE NVE infection is largely confined to leaflets. PVE infection commonly extend beyond valve ring into annulus, periannular tissue, ring abscess, septal abscess, fistula, prosthetic dehiscence. Invasive infection more common in aortic position and if onset is early. Pathophysiology of infective endocarditis. Turbulent blood flow within the heart most often but not always. Patient has risk factor for this. Turbulent blood flow disrupt valve surface endocardium to produce suitable sticky sites for bacterial attachment. Platelet deposition plus fibrin may lead to non-bacterial thrombus or vegetarian. Bacteria delivers organism to the damaged sticky endocardial surface, resulting in adherence and colonization. Eventual invasion of valve leaflets results in infected vegetation, sheath of fibrins and platelets, ideal condition for further bacterial multiplication, protection from polymorphism. Infected versus normal valve. Local spread of infection. This is the acute S. aureus IE with perforation of the aortic valve and aortic vegetation. And this site is acute S. aureus IE with mitral valve ring abscess extending into myocardium. Turbulent blood flow, rheumatic fever history, old age calcified valves, mitral valve prolapse with regurgitation, prosthetic heart valves, congenital defects or any structural defect, cardiac surgery, central lines, pacemakers, intravenous drug abuse. Distinction between acute and subacute bacterial endocarditis. Features. Features: underlying heart disease. Acute heart may be normal, and in the subacute RST, CST, etc. Features: organism: acute S. aureus, pneumococcus, S. pyogenes, enterococcus. Subacute: viridans, streptococci, enterococcus. Therapy features: prompt, vigorous, and initiated on empirical grounds. Subacute can often be delayed until culture reports and susceptibility is available. Bacterial endocarditis. Clinical features of bacterial endocarditis: fever, antibiotic, salicylated, salates, steroid, severe CHF, uremia, may mask temperature elevations, murmurs, heart sounds, petechial and cutaneous manifestation, rough spots, conjunctival and mucosal, pichae, splinter hemorrhage, osseous nodes and Janeway lesion, splenomegaly, embolism, septic or sterile CNS spleen, lungs. Next is the symptoms of infective endocarditis: high grade fever and chills, anorexia, myalgias, pain, abdominal pain. The onset of symptoms is usually 2 weeks or less from initiating bacteremia. Sign of the infective endocarditis: fever, heart murmur, non-specific signs, pichae, subungual or splinter hemorrhage, clubbings, splenomegaly, neurologic changes. More specific sign: osseous nodes, Janeway lesion. Janeway lesion more specific: erythematous, blanching macules, non-painful, located on palms and soles. Splinter hemorrhage. This is a splinter hemorrhage. Non-specific, non-balancing, linear reddish brown lesion found under the nail beds usually do not extend the entire length of the nail. Subconjunctival hemorrhage, septic retinal embolus, and this is Roth's spots. Osler notes painful erythematous nodular lesion resulting from the infective endocarditis. Osler notes more specific painful and erythematous nodules located on pulp of fingers and toes, more common in subacute infective endocarditis. Bacterial endocarditis laboratory features: anemia, most commonly elevated WBC, ESR elevated, and decreased C in patient with glomerulonephritis. Microscopic hematuria, bacteremia persistent, greater than 3 and less than 3 and greater than 5 blood cultures, aerobic and anaerobic different sites. Blood cultures. Recommendation: blood culture remains a cornerstone of the diagnosis of infective endocarditis cases and should be taken prior to starting treatment in all cases. Meticulous aseptic technique is required when taking blood cultures to reduce the risk of contamination with the skin commensals, which can lead to misdiagnostic. Guidelines for best practice should be consulted. When to collect the blood? In patients with chronic or subacute presentation, 3 sets of optimally filled blood cultures should be taken from the peripheral sites with greater than 6 H between them prior to commencing antimicrobial therapy. Taking blood culture at different times is critical to identify a constant bacteremia, a hallmark of endocarditis. Timing of blood circulation. Timing of blood collection. In patients with suspected infective endocarditis and severe sepsis or septic shock at the time of presentation, 2 sets of optimally filled blood cultures should be taken at different times within 1 hour prior to commencement of empirical therapy to avoid undue delay in commencing empirical antimicrobial therapy. Start with empirical treatment. It is not always appropriate to withhold antimicrobial therapy while 3 sets of blood culture are taken over a 12-hour period. This recommendation is intended to be pragmatic, allowing time to take at least 2 sets of blood culture, the minimum for secure microbiological diagnosis, prior to commencing antimicrobial therapy. How to collect the blood? Sampling of intravascular lines should be avoided unless the part of paired through lines and peripheral sampling to diagnose concurrent intravascular catheter related bloodstream infection. Longer incubation is not needed. In the previous BSSC guideline 1, the traditional recommendation for extended incubation and terminal subculture was maintained to increase the yield of fastidious and slow growing bacteria. Also, the evidence for this was tenuous in the era of automated continuous monitoring blood culture systems. In the light of further data and proven utility of complementary non-culture based technology, the case for extended incubation and blind subculture is not justified and therefore it is not recommended. Blood cultures. Blood cultures, minimum of 3 blood culture, ideally spread over 24 hours. 3 separate venipuncture sites ideally. Obtain correct volume of blood for culture bottles. Positive result. One set gives 90% sensitive, remaining two sets add 8%. Multiple same culture are important in confirming significance, especially for less typical organisms. And negative result, prior antibiotic therapy, culture negative endocarditis, fastidious orgasm and non-culturable may support a non-endocarditis patient diagnosis. Blood culture. Always need to get full identification of bacteria from positive blood culture in suspected endocarditis. Full sensitive testing. Need full MIC, minimum inhibitory concentration. MIC, full form of MIC, minimum inhibitory concentration for penicillin. Liaison with lab microbiologist in cases where endocarditis. Be caution when you send multiple samples. Bacteremia is continuous in infective endocarditis rather than intermittent, so positive results from only one set out of several blood culture should be regarded with caution. Prior administration of antibiotic give negative culture result. Failure to culture a causative microorganism in infective endocarditis is often due to the administration of antimicrobial prior to blood culture, but may also be due to infection caused by fastidious or slow-growing microorganism. Diagnostic methods should include serological investigation where they are available, and a systematic approach is advised based on the clinical history of the patient and their exposure to possible risk factor. Culture negative result may be yield less known microorganisms that should be considered first include Coxiella burnetii, Q fever, and Bartonella spp. Additional tests are the CBC, ESR, and CRP, complement level C3, C4, CS50, RF, urinalysis, baseline chemistries, imaging, chest X-ray, look for the multiple focal infiltrates and calcification of heart valves, ECG, electrocardiograph, rarely diagnostics, look for evidence of ischemia, conduction delay, and arrhythmias. Echocardiography. Indication of echocardiography: transthoracic endocardiography (TTE). First line if suspected infective endocarditis. Native valves. Transesophageal echocardiography (TEE). Transesophageal echocardiography. Prosthetic valves. Intracardiac complications, inadequate TTE, fungal or aureus or bacteremia. Making the diagnosis. Pelletier and Pasteur-Dove criteria 1977. Classification scheme of definite probables and possible infective endocarditis. Reasonably specific but lacked sensitive. Von Rhein criteria 1981. Added rejected as a category. Added more clinical criteria. Improve specificity and clinical utility. Duke criteria 1994. Included the role of echocardiograph in diagnosis. Added IVDA as a predisposing heart condition. Modify Duke criteria. Definite infective endocarditis, microorganism via culture or histology, in valvular vegetation, embolized vegetation, or intracardiac abscess, histologic evidence of vegetation or intracardiac abscess. Bacterial endocarditis, therapy and prophylaxis, prolonged high doses uses of bactericidal drugs, serum antibiotic level and MBC of organism. Next third, Viridans streptococci, Enterococcus, S. aureus, S. pneumonia, S. pyogenes. Institution of therapy on empirical grounds. Proven negative blood culture on ABX. Prophylaxis dental extraction. Treatment. Parenteral IV antibiotics. High serum concentration to penetrate vegetation. Prolonged treatment to kill dormants. Bacterial clustered in vegetation. Surgery. Intracardiac complication. Paravalve abscess. Surveillance blood culture. Treatment specific. Modifying empiric therapy once culture sensitive known. Long duration 4 to 6 weeks RX treatment is required. Refer to trust guidelines BSAC working party guidelines 2004. Liasis with microbiologist. Liasis with cardiac surgeon if needed. Monitor response to treatment. Clinically CRP echo. Look for complications. Complications are the four etiologies: embolic, local spread of infection, metastatic spread of infection, formation of immune complexes, glomerulonephritis and arthritis. Embolic complications occurs in up to 40% of patients with infective endocarditis. Predictors of embolization: size of vegetation, left-sided vegetation, and fungal pathogens S. aureus and Streptococcus bovis. Incidence decrease significantly after initiation of infective antibiotics. Embolic complication: stroke, myocardial infarction, ischemic limbs, hypoxia from pulmonary emboli, abdominal pain. Metastatic spread of infection: meningitis and encephalitis, vertebral osteomyelitis, metastatic abscess, kidney, spleen, brain, soft tissue, septic arthritis. Prevention: known to produce blood, uh, cystoscopy, urethral dilation, urinary catheter if infection present, and ERCP for obstructions. Antibiotic therapy treatment tailored to etiologic agent. Important to note MIC MBC relationship for each causative organism and the antibiotic used. High serum concentration necessary to penetrate vascular vegetation. ID consult every time. Antibiotic therapy: effective antimicrobial treatment should lead to defervescence within 7 to 10 days. Persistent fever in IE due to Staphylococcus culture negative. Prevention: prophylactic regimen targeted against likely organism, streptovirulence, oral respiratory esophageal. Prevention: the underlying lesion, prior AMBT with murmur, prior infective endocarditis, VSD, ASH, valve with no hemodynamic significance, surgical systematic pulmonary stents. Molecular methods, new challenge in endocarditis. Reference are the emerging issue in infective endocarditis, C. Miller and John E. Morey. The program created by Dr. T.V. R.O. MD for medical professional in the developing world. Thank you.